In Germany, Robert Schleip and Werner Klingler are also carrying out research into hyaluronic acid. They're experimenting with therapies to improve the moisture content of the fascia and its sliding capacity. First, they measure the water content of the tissue.
Wir hoffen darauf, dass nach so einer Dehnungsbehandlung,
We're hoping that manual stretching therapy will cause the water content to rise again.
Und das Tolle daran ist,
The great thing is, we believe that through this exchange of tissue water, inflammatory substances will be removed and the tissue will be cleansed.
das Gewebe gereinigt wird.
The measurement points to a fairly high moisture content. Using a special massage technique, Robert Schleip now presses down firmly on the fascia in the subject's back.
These old Rolfing techniques that target the connective tissue are the most efficient we have found and tested so far. With this method, powerful pressure is exerted very slowly on the skin. You have to imagine it like slowly forcing the water out of a sponge in such a way that every pore is emptied. You don't do that whoosh whoosh, but really slowly.
The recorded measurements seem to confirm that through manual therapy, the water reserves in the fascia can be replenished and the suppleness of the tissue restored.
This was prior to treatment. Here you can see how we pressed out the water as if from a sponge. Then when we stopped with the mechanical treatment, the tissue filled up with water again. Here we had an interesting result. If we exerted enough pressure, the sponge was even more moist afterwards than before. In other words, you press the old water out of the sponge. And if you do that forcefully enough several times, the sponge is even more moist than before, which of course is interesting for us. Und das ist natürlich interessant für uns.